Rugby Inside TV at the pub after the game. Nick, what's the verdict? Brighton won, Southampton won.
It's disappointing. It's a disappointing result from the point of view that we just didn't turn up today. I mean, in certain respects, at the start of the game or before the game, we'd have taken 1-1, and certainly after they'd equalised, just after the 50-minute mark, we'd have taken 1-1 at there. You know, they really came on. We just didn't turn up. We just didn't play with any enthusiasm. We didn't play with confidence. We played with fear. If there was a difference between the two sides, Brighton were a side of players who have, many of them in the Premier League for the first time in their career, and are determined to take that opportunity. And they got out there and they run at us. But at the end of the day, they hadn't got the quality that we had. We had too many players playing at 75% capacity. We never tried to get at them. Neither goalkeeper made a save apart from the 2 goals.
Now, a couple of things to mention now. Obviously, Mingina missing today in midfield. I think Højbjerg, maybe came on a little bit too late to control that midfield with the physicality. Gabby did it up front today on his own. Long, and I was saying in our preview, Long and Redmond, they should have been used to use the width of the pitch today, but they came on a little bit too late today.
Yeah, well, Gabbiadini was just isolated too often. We never got the ball to him. We couldn't play through. I said in the preview earlier in the week that we're playing wide players who can cross to big centre forwards, but we played Ward-Prowse, but Ward-Prowse again should be grasping the opportunity with both hands. They're players. The likes of Dale Stevens, who was here at Saints 5 years ago, in the year we got promoted, and couldn't even get on the bench at one stage. He's looking at that. They want it. We didn't want it, and that was the problem. The ball, they wanted it. They wanted to play forward. They wanted to run at us. We didn't run at them. Yeah, Højbjerg, or whatever we want to pronounce it, Pierre, as I know him more on a friendly basis, he wanted the ball when he come on because he was in the same position as the Brighton players. He's not an established Premier League player, and if he wants to be a Premiership player, he's got to prove himself.
Now we have to talk about Davis's goal. Excellent free kick by James Ward-Prowse. I've seen it in the videos this week, and their training videos. Ward-Prowse bangs him in, Virgil bangs him in, Redmond bangs him in, but Ward-Prowse hits the post, albeit off a goalkeeper deflection. Davis is there to knock it in. Yeah,
it's good. Davis is a good play. Comes in, and you know what you get from Steve Davis, and 1-0. And then we're in control of the game. We were in control for long periods, and they didn't really damage us a lot. But they got one occasion where Murray got at the far post and headed it in.
But did we do enough we were speaking at half time. One more goal, that's it. That's the tie wrapped up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Manchester City go to a game and win it 1-0, and in a similar fashion, and you say, they've gone and done a job. We went and did the job apart from a 2-minute lapse just after half time. And they never damaged us. They had a go, but they weren't as good as they should have been. It's in one respect, good point. They're a battling side. In another respect, disappointing.
All right, on to Burnley next week. They come down to St Mary's with a decent away record, but haven't beaten Chelsea earlier on this season. Again, it's not going to be an easy tie. I mean, there's never any easy ties in the Premier League.
No, there's not. But again, it's a season defining. We're now 3 games unbeaten, which is a start, and you've got to build from somewhere. And it doesn't matter what that result is. It's about remaining unbeaten. And sadly, the mid-table of the Premier League, as we were shown last season, was about grinding out results, and we didn't win many games last season, really. Beat Burnley, and suddenly it looks so good. Lose to them, and it looks bad. We just got to keep going. It's not as bad. As we said, we're a good side playing badly. Brighton today were an average side playing out their skin, yet they couldn't beat us.
And there's a question that I've been asking to a few of the other interviewees. Pellegrino, it looks like, some people are starting to moan and groan about the positivity or lack of positivity in the football that we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all about fear. It's all about getting out there and wanting to do it. And I mean, too many people, are expecting too many things. Do they want us to go out and play without fear? There's someone stood in front of me today who was having an heart attack every time we attacked. He screamed, that when we didn't get the ball forward, and when we did, he screamed because we didn't get it the front man. You either play possession football, keep the ball and look at it, which we did late on, and looked good and got back at them, or you try and get it forward quickly at every opportunity, but it ain't always going to go to the player you want it to. We are at not a crossroads, but we're at a conundrum, really. We are an established top 10 side, and the trouble is there's no real step up. We are not going to be able to step up and compete with Man City, Man United, Chelsea, etc., etc. But we can compete with everyone behind that top 6 without breaking sweat.